Hey guys, Yuri K here. In today's video, I would like to talk to you about a slightly different topic, also related to health, but that I feel is of importance and I think people should be more aware of, and that is Candida. Candida is a type of yeast, and yeast being a single-celled microorganism which is a part of the fungus community. A number of different forms of Candida exist. However, in today's video, I will be focusing specifically on Candida albicans. The reason I'm discussing Candida albicans today is because it is the most dangerous kind of Candida and can cause a number of health problems. First, let's begin by discussing where Candida albicans lives, and that is, it resides primarily in the mucous membranes of the body, such as around the mouth, and also within the intestinal tract, in the GI tract. Normally, Candida albicans is kept under control in the body by the healthy gut flora that we have in our intestinal tract. So the healthy bacteria that we have in our gut, numbering in the billions, in healthy people, keep the quantity of Candida albicans under control. However, when we have a reduction of the number of healthy gut flora caused by a number of factors, this can cause the Candida albicans to spread like wildfire and cause disease in the body. It is important to note that the healthy gut bacteria is responsible for about 80% of our immune system health, and is the important trigger for which diseases can actually come from when we have a weakened immune system caused by a reduction of healthy gut bacteria or an increase in Candida albicans. So people with compromised immune systems, such as AIDS patients, cancer patients, or anyone who has gone through chemotherapy, which is going to basically wipe out the healthy gut flora in the GI tract, as well as taking a round of antibiotics, which also kills most of the healthy gut bacteria. In addition, excessive and long-term stress, which is going to negatively affect the immune system as well. All of these are triggers for Candida albicans overgrowth, resulting in disease in the body. It is important to note that Candida albicans requires a high sugar and low oxygen environment in the body in order to survive and thrive. In fact, sugar is the primary source of energy and fuel for the Candida albicans, and a high sugar environment is what's going to give it the ideal condition it needs to grow, spread, and wreak havoc throughout the body. The overgrowth of Candida albicans, the most harmful of the Candida group, or any of the other harmful Candida in general, is a condition known as candidiasis. Unfortunately, the mainstream medical community often does not recognize the symptoms or the condition of candidiasis and often attributes it to entirely different conditions or problems, or even something that is just coming from a person's mind or psychosomatic. So they may just write that off as something that is unimportant, or they may prescribe a treatment that is not relevant to the underlying condition altogether. The mainstream medical community is trained to look for common ailments such as colds, flus, intestinal disorders, cancers, so they'll look for those symptoms. However, they'll often miss the mark and not recognize that the symptoms might be caused by Candida overgrowth in the first place, because that's something they're not trained to look for. So in this case, an alternative doctor or therapist may need to be sought out. So what are some of the common symptoms of candidiasis or Candida overgrowth? They include fatigue, weight gain, indigestion, gas, joint pain, brain fog, and memory loss. However, it gets worse from there. When the Candida albicans begins to proliferate and spread in the intestinal tract, it begins to damage the intestinal walls and will gradually penetrate through the GI tract and into the bloodstream, in the process spilling out a number of dangerous and poisonous toxins into the body. These toxins are the cause of some of the symptoms that I mentioned a moment ago. However, it continues from there. The Candida albicans will begin to attach themselves to healthy cells and will literally penetrate the cellular walls and suffocate the cells of the oxygen that they need to survive. In addition, they will begin to wreck the DNA structure of the cells and will begin to mutate them, converting them from healthy cells into cancerous cells. In fact, excessive Candida albicans has been shown to be one of the primary causes of cancers in normally healthy people that suddenly become stricken out of nowhere. And this is why the symptoms of Candida albicans overgrowth can be so deceptive, because the weight gain, the fatigue, the joint pain, the indigestion, the brain fog, the memory loss, we can all attribute to basically just getting older. However, these can be one of the precursors of actually getting cancer, triggered by the Candida albicans. The primary waste byproduct released by Candida albicans and Candida in general is something known as acetaldehyde, which is a poison that promotes the release of free radicals in the body, another factor in cancer growth. Candida also triggers ethanol to be released in the body, and unfortunately the ethanol is going to kill the enzymes that cells need in order to survive, and it's going to create a low oxygen environment for them, which is going to create the optimal conditions for the Candida to thrive, as well as cancers, because cancers, like the Candida, will thrive in an oxygen poor and sugar rich environment. So as I mentioned, eating a high carbohydrate or sugar rich type of Western diet with a lot of processed foods is going to basically be like injecting the Candida albicans with steroids, causing them to spread rapidly all over the body, and will in the same effect promote cancer growth in the body as well. So it is very important to get the Candida albicans back under control and to kill it off. And we do this by 3 ways. Number 1 is the diet, number 2 is probiotics, and number 3 is antifungals. First, we'll start with the diet. So with the Candida diet, first and foremost, we need to eliminate sugar from our diet entirely, which will starve the Candida albicans of the fuel that it needs in order to survive. This includes not only sugar itself, but also all forms of sugary and sweet pastries, treats, delights, all forms of carbohydrates, including fruits and even starchy vegetables. We basically need to try to mimic the ketogenic diet, which I also have in another video. I'll include that in the info box down below. We have to try to mimic the effect of restricting our carbohydrate intake as much as humanly possible. During this time, we have to concentrate really heavily on obtaining our nutrients from lots of vegetables, especially green vegetables, herbs, teas, as well as healthy meats and seafood, which will contain proteins and fats, but not carbohydrates. During this time, it is important to restore our normal healthy gut microbiome, meaning that we have to increase our healthy gut bacteria back to its normal high levels. And we do that primarily by eating certain kinds of foods, which are high in these kinds of probiotics. For example, kefir, sauerkraut, and Greek yogurt are some of the ones that will promote healthy gut bacteria in the body. And of course, they're also supplements. However, you have to be very careful about the kind of supplements that you take, that they're truly quality supplements, because not all probiotic supplements work the same, and some of them are just a waste of money and time. And finally, there are a number of natural antifungals that we can take in order to kill off the Candida. Antifungals work by breaking down and dissolving the cellular walls of the Candida. Some common examples of antifungals include aloe vera, cinnamon, which is incidentally used to also help control blood glucose levels, which again, low blood glucose equals destruction of the Candida. Caprylic acid, which is a compound which is found in high amounts in coconut oil, cloves, garlic, ginger, grapefruit seed, oregano oil, which is also a powerful booster for the immune system, great for when you're getting sick, and turmeric. So by understanding what Candida albicans is, how dangerous it can potentially be, as well as how to get it back under control, are the most important things that we can take away from this video. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please give me a thumbs up. Please comment, share, and subscribe, and stay tuned for more. And remember to follow me on Instagram down at the info box below at UriK0877. I'll see you guys again soon. Take care. Bye-bye.